Okay, so here we are for Angola Civil War, 1980s, and I believe this is episode number 5. And we're in the southeast corner of the area. The South African forces are invading. Looks like we've got quite a few infantry units over here. It doesn't look like we have any armor or any take weapons. So that be it is, we're going to play it the way it is. So here we go. Alright, we're looking at the tactical map, or the strategic map right now. So we do indeed have at least 3 groups of infantry dug in. Looks like the enemy has one main force coming into us. This looks like it's primarily an infantry-oriented group. So it's going to be interesting how we're going to do this. Each one of these is a victory point, so I think, let's see what this looks like on the ground. So this is where the enemy's going to be. This is the enemy's going to be coming towards us. Let's see what this looks like. These guys are kind of out in the trees here. So theoretically, these guys are... I want to make sure this really is a truck. It is a truck. Yeah, I think we can take this truck and park it someplace. Like there. Okay. So your objective is this village, is to defend this village. I'll take these guys, put them in here. These guys are going to be here. I don't see any artillery. Nope. Okay. So I think I'm going to let it roll this way. Except we'll take this truck and park it back here out of sight. And point them in the right direction, hopefully. Okay. We're going to take one last look at this group over here. Okay. Alright. And we're starting the battle at 800 hours and 12 minutes. Let's check out how close we are with... Yeah, these guys are not entrenched. These guys are entrenched. Okay. There's a flare. I can see movement off of Bosvalia 3. What I'm hoping is they'll come through this way, possibly along this road, and then I can ambush them. Put them all in ambush mode. Enemy contact. Looks like he's coming for Quinto 2. We don't know what it is. So we've got 2 separate forces, 3 sort of. Get this back force over here. Looks like infantry. Oh, they're taking, flanking us on the south. Seems like there's yellow flare. Wow, this is pretty close. They're awfully close. I kind of wish I had set up with more open ground around me, but then I would have lost the fortification aspect of it. So you got to keep these things in mind. There's quite a few guys over here. And we're firing at the guys over there. These guys at least have to come through a little bit or more open ground. I don't see any armor at this point, which is a real good thing. Knock on wood, right? Oh, the enemy's really close here. Six available, 2 wounded. Okay. Capture a key point. Other troops are moving in. I need more machine guns. Oh, there is an armored car. That's a bummer. We know we can knock them out, though. Alright, there's an armored car over here. At least we can chew up more of their forces here. Shoot that guy. Kill him! Oh, I think we hit him. Yeah, he's, well... we've lost some troops. Bummer. So this group here is surrounded on 3 sides, north, east, and south. I don't know how many enemy they have or how many troops they have, but it's gonna be tough. Wow. Looks like we've only got 1 squad. No, we got 2 squads over here left. Yeah, it looks like we just lost this one over here. Wow, bummer, man. These guys aren't even in trenches. Yeah. Looks like these guys are pretty much becoming non-effective. They've been overrun. They're keeping their heads down. They surrounded Quinto too. Wow. Look at them. They're grenade close. I'm afraid you guys are all that's left. Well, you got Guillermo over there is still holding out. Alright, 4 squads over here. 3 infantry squads. Guillermo is doing his thing. How many guys do I have here? 6 people. Alright. Olé! I think he just knifed one of our guys here. Yeah, this is one of our guys here. This is an enemy right here. Oh, we just shot him. They're still hanging out. Amazing. There's actually 2 squads over here that are hanging out. Well, I think this one's pretty much gone. 4 available. I assume they're already in defensive positions, but you never know. There's still, well, at least one of our groups. Cilola. Cilola is still breathing. God, I can't be by much, though. Guillermo's still hanging in there. These guys are tough. There's an enemy right here in the middle. Yep, they just threw a grenade in. Oops. Yep, that took him out. And our team is gone there. That was a pretty cool fight, though. Wow. Yeah, they didn't run or panic. They fought it out. Let's see what Guillermo's doing. He's fighting, too. Show him. Got an armored car coming in. You gotta make them pay for it. Now these guys are retreating. Yay! Well, at least one is. They're not in trenches either, so they gotta make do with what they got. Armored car in the center up here. Here it comes. Oh, just took out one of our guys. The tree just fell down. Oh, there's an enemy right over to our left here. Wow. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be surrounded too. Oh man, they got a lot of guys over here. I've got 2 guys left. Ooh! Ay. Guillermo. Lermo's going to do a lot here. I think his day is done. Well, he's hidden well anyway. Okay, I think Lermo is now out of the picture. Yeah. Well, this is our last group over here. Coming up, flanking us on the south, over here on my right. Just got contact there. Yep, they're firing over here to the right. And here they come this way. Vandulium is starting his firefight. Contoriash over in the center. He's firing. You know, the thing too about this is that these guys... Well, these are trenches here. We'll make them pay a little bit. Is... I wish we just had a line of troops. You know, I was thinking that we could probably try to sneak some guys. You know, I'm always trying to think about ways of pulling, doing something unexpected to make the enemy pay for it. But the enemy lines are so broad, it'd be difficult to flank these guys without some kind of motorized vehicles. And that we don't seem to have, I mean, other than trucks. I don't want to use trucks. I know that those very easily knocked out and, you know, suffer a large number of casualties. This ground is a little bit more open. Don't see the enemy forces over here like I was. Oh, here they are over here. Van Duem's group here is going to be the hit it the hardest, or the first group. I'm not trying to direct their fire because I think they can do it adequately on their own. There's also things that I probably don't see that they do, I'm hoping. Although it would be cool to kill this guy here. Wow, these grenade close. We're going to kind of concentrate. I know there's stuff going on in the other areas, but I'm going to try to concentrate on how this group is defending here. Alright, they killed that guy. And also, of course, you know, there's more to it than just this direction. This seems to be where most of the enemy is coming from. That looks like armored cars that are putting up this machine gun fire through here, suppressing my troops. Here comes the guy right in the middle here. Wow, he's a brave sucker. Whoa! Well, it looks like cannon fire or something coming down. I just saw a guy's arm fly up. Whoa, maybe it was just his gun. Yeah, he's pretty much surrounded. These two units seem to be holding their own. These guys aren't even in... Well, these are in trenches. Yeah, these are in trenches too. All right. This group is in panic mode. And it's a draw. Okay. Territory for 4 battles, 7, and 0. 104 casualties. They had 48. We had 43 killed. They had 423. We had 1 wounded. They had 17 missing. Eliminate 10 enemy soldiers with the 1 squad. Wow. Well, that was a pretty interesting battle. It wasn't as killer as the last one, but we still wound up with a draw. So we held them off a little bit, but we lost territory. So I think, again, I probably should have spent more time trying to put greater open ground in between these guys, but then I was afraid of losing the entrenchments that, by leaving them in their original spots, gave them. So you have to keep all those things in mind. They didn't come in with tanks, although their armored cars were certainly enough with the number of people that they brought in. We had 148 people. They had a 781, so we were a little bit outnumbered there. And we only had 15% of our forces left after the battle, and they had 85%. So, you know, it was they won, and that's all there is to it. But I think hopefully as we get into the battle, the next series of battles, I'm just going to consolidate my grounds, try to get as entrenched as possible with artillery and tanks and armored cars strategically placed to provide cover to the entrenched forces. So I hope you enjoyed the game, and if you did, please like. If you haven't already subscribed, please do that, and we'll see you on the battlefield. Thanks for watching.